everybody, I'm Lynn with Psychic Focus at psychicfocus.blogspot.com, and today's topic is called tunnels, tunnels, and more tunnels. So someone sent me a question, and it's kind of a two-parter. I answered part of it, or part of what I got on it earlier, and I wanted to delve into this a little more. So let me go ahead and read you what was emailed to me. It says, "Hi Lynn, several people are theorizing that let's call it a people raid. And from this point forward, let's just call this HTR for short to avoid getting dinged, because with the censorship and the way that they are pulling YouTube videos and all of these kind of things, I don't want this to get pulled or banned or have something happen to my channel. So if you aren't sure what I'm talking about, please go to the blog, because I spell it out a little more clear there, but I think you'll understand as I move forward. So I got that this certain kind of raid with people is currently underway in underground tunnels across the country. There's speculation that tent hospitals that are set up in Central Park are actually for the HTR victims being rescued. Do you see this as being true? There is a photo that surfaced of a beer bug patient, but when you look closely at it, it appears that the patient has a deformed ear and knee. Is this photo really an HTR rescue victim? There's also reports of earthquakes in the Southwest United States believed to actually be tunnels getting blown up. Is this the case?" So this is a really good question, something definitely worth looking into. So, take a deep breath and move forward, right? This is a pretty heavy topic. And there's so much going on in the country right now that I get that we're dealing with not only above ground battles, but below ground battles as well. And at an initial glance, these earthquakes and activity in the southwest part of the United States I got were due to being in the middle of a very tactile and passive aggressive, and sometimes aggressive confrontation that we are having. And right now China is absolutely furious with us with this recent epidemic, and they're feeling very scorned because of the economic hit they took, the political hit that they've taken, also the human factor of all the struggles that they are left with dealing with. And now they have to clean all this back up and try to get to some new sense of normal. And they don't want to be subservient to basically anybody. They don't want anybody telling them what to do. They're a communist country, and they operate very much as one. And I also got that they had a long-term plan of building what they have with the economy and saving gold. And they wanted to be in this position of power to where when a new world currency took over, which was inevitably going to happen, they wanted to be the ones in line. They wanted to be the ones that say, hey, we can back you up. I have, precious metals. I have gold. We have, all these different things. They want to be the ones to back that up. And so it's no secret out there that the country that controls the way that oil is bought, the way that trade is done, they're the ones that are going to be in control. China wanted to take that place if and when the dollar failed. They didn't want to have to bow down to anybody. So there's a lot of hurt over this, and a lot of resentment that they want basically paid back for. And so knowing this, I get that China, they want the U.S. to fail so they could step in. And at the moment, the U.S. is weaker than it's been in a long time. I mean, look at the state of this country right now. And that's the perfect storm for, China to step in and try to get some kind of a foothold. I also see that Denver has always been the backup location for D.C. in the event that something was to happen, And I see China knew this. And so what they're doing is they're trying to intentionally weather manipulate the area, causing stress and integrity issues in the Denver area. So I anticipate a lot more to happen in that geographic region for that purpose alone. They don't want the U.S. to have some safe place to send officials or leadership or anything like that for continuity of government in the event that something was to happen in the D.C. area. So I feel like that area is going to be hit really hard. The second issue I see is taking down of this ring, which I'm calling the HTR ring, that's totally grown out of control. And with the nation in somewhat of a quarantine thing going on, it creates a perfect time to act. Trump is seizing the opportunity to shut down supply chains, basically indict people and do something with what he's been talking about for a while. He's gathering intel, he's forcing some of the people that are in the know into various forms of plea deals. Basically, you're either with him or you're in Gitmo. You pick, and a lot of them don't want to really go to Gitmo right now. I get that part of the quakes, especially the ones further away from the Denver area, are tied to the HTR takedown. So we have two different things going on. Very different, but yet may feel similar on the surface. So I get that the beer bug not only serves as a cover to keep some of these powerful people in their home, or at least they're not flying, they're not easily traveling about. It also creates a huge smoke screen to do some undercover cleanup. I also got that over the Easter weekend, a lot of these HTR victims were recovered. And warnings have been made on social media through really strange celeb symbology. I mean, celebrities getting on there and just doing really weird stuff. But you have to look at the background. What are they wearing? What are they really saying? There's symbology, tons of it out there. They're trying to send warnings and saying basically, hey, this is happening. Be ready for it. But a media blast or a media, I guess, cover story is not going to be shared for this. Not only is the media owned by some of these big people at the top, the people at the top, they don't want Trump to have any positive publicity, especially at this stage in the game with the election right around the corner. It's going to come out. We just have to wait. That was really all I had for this reading. I want to thank you for listening. Please like me, share me, all those great things. They help me out so much. And if you'd like to further support the channel, and you're able to, I realize people are going through a lot of struggles right now, but if you want to check me out on Patreon, every little bit helps, and I'm very grateful for all of that support as well. So again, I'm Lynn with Psychic Focus at psychicfocus.blogspot.com. Thank you. Bye.